should probably delete some of these old ones. So I'm not going to go back to these. I'll start over later. When I do my second playthrough, we'll get rid of all this. Cleared that out of it. And so we had 3 choices for Envoy. We had Punk Kid, who was really swarmy. Didn't like him at all. You know, if he would have said anything about who he was, this guy Lander, if he had said anything to me about who he was, but he's got this stupid look on his face that just says, I'm gonna stab you in the back. The other option was Jimandi Aldori. So we have the 2 factions of Ravoy. We have the Aldoris and one of these was, if there's a, we can go to the encyclopedia, let's see here. Kingdom. Okay, great. This does not actually tell me anything about the world. But she represents the other faction. Now, I do find it a bit suspicious that Jimandi, you know, started this whole thing where kind of using me, but she's been seemingly honest with us the whole time. And she sponsored our expeditions and has basically been the catalyst for me being on my adventure. I don't believe that what these people are doing, this faction, the Sartovas, might not be as bad as Jimandi makes them out to be, but my only other option is Smarmy Kid. So I think if this was my second playthrough, I'd probably go with this Chandra as my advisor, but being my first playthrough, I think I'm just going to take her son, Castle.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
I'd like to
Of
do
course.
this some more. I want to look at my speakers get out of mix again. Okay, let's talk to her again.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Before you, I'd like to talk to the
Of
guests some more.
course. Enjoy.
I didn't talk to this guy. Okay, and let's talk to... Ooh. He's an older man with full sideburns, looks at you with interest through golden eyeglasses. Actually, golden eyeglasses. Well now, Let's see, what kind of voice would he have? Let's look. Well, no. No. How about... Well, now. Isn't it the hero of the festivities? The protege of our dear Jamande? You pulled this off quite cleverly, I confess. I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pictaxian wine against you. But I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. No, I'm going to save that voice. I'm going to save that voice for a gnome or a halfling. Let's see. Let's try... Well, pulled this off quite cleverly. I confess, I was not convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxian wine against you. I am happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. Oh, it would seem I am Isof Selenimus, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So, you rule Restov. What about the Aldora? Bravois politics seems complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rostland, in the spirit of the northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now, after certain events that I probably do not need to name. The Aldori sell swords, or sword lords, used to rule Rostland. They are still the largest landowners and main military force of the region. It is not for nothing that Rostov is called a free city. We are proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by the lineage, but by their own merits. What kind of events were you talking about? Mayor Selenimus gives you a patronizing smile. Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I am talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house of Rogeria. Can you imagine it? Old man Koro conquered our lands 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once that exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. Former ruling house of Bravoy, the house of Bulgaria. Okay, yeah. He disappeared, and then 200 years later, the house disappeared. Poof! All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared, without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It is a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Rostov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogeria, more and more troublemakers have been reappearing, and people are talking about the most shocking things. But those sorts of rumors are not worthy of your attention. Dude, I'll decide what's worthy of my attention. And clearly it's not you. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Please wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're in need of financial assistance. He's trying to get a foot in. I could organize a supply of everything you need for the construction and spread out the cost. Extremely favorable terms. Okay, it says a free city. Free city means, you know. No. I could immediately procure, say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask for a small favor. Until you repay your debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services to Restoff Builders Guild. We have a deal? Thank you for the offer, but I can't accept it. It's your choice, of course. I figured I'd mention it. It was nice meeting you. Okay. He looks forward to more meetings. Okay, so now we've talked to everybody.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Won't he? Yes, that is my decision. I kind of want to see what she says if I say Chandra Merve, but...
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care. Excellent. Stand here.
Stand here. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to minimize this stuff that's on the screen.
Lords and ladies,
Here we go.
Today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills,
Citra,
who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Okay. And then I got drunk, apparently. Somebody knocked me out. It's time to return to the stolen lands. This time not as a simple adventurer, but as the land's rightful ruler. I have no time for these games.
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Greetings, Baroness. Welcome, Your Grace. Cascan salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, and it seems that he's rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory. Your new title. Lady Jamande transferred me here. I'm at your disposal. I am not the one to bestow honors, but I want you to know, I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of the new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, have invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding this city, and I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around the most important sites. So that's good. He hesitates a brief moment and then laughs. I'll be sure to show you. The moment we enter the city, the tavern is the first business that opened. Building a city is thirsty work. And I beg your forgiveness for my behavior during the reception. I drank a bit too much. It was a day for celebration. Where are my companions? They're somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristan is with Jihad. You can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise of turmoil. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that my whole life. A city, a whole barony born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment. Today, we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I'd normally feel out of place among the rejoicing, but today is not one of those days. Your old acquaintance Jihad is right here. Aristotle's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Bravoy is here waiting for you in the throne room. There's a curious matter. An elf paid us a visit, a blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He's peaceful, even pleasant fellow. Let's look around the city. Lead the way. Greetings, Your Grace. We are well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. You recognize this place, Your Grace? This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that that saved him in the end, huh? Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. The heart of every town is its main square, and we plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Okay. Greetings, Your Grace. And if you turn right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Tavern's ale is blessed by King Kalium himself, I swear. The lady who owns it is a gem. Have you heard the Baroness is as tall as a troll and has hair of pure gold and can breathe fire? My hair is red, thank you. Oh, that's nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire, trust me. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Your Grace, those are our guards. They keep. That's the. Oh well. Here's the observation platform. Hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't even be able to see the full extent from this perch. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now to now. Okay. You're about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There's a long, arduous road ahead of you, and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance. Found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, and take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, and wealth for their treasuries, and many other good things. Good luck in your ruling, Baroness. And this says, we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to a large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark important scout reports. All the important scout reports. Another news worthy of your Grace's attention. Having finished his speech, he tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Castle Adori. Greetings, Your Grace. Castle. Lady Jamandi's ward gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Rostov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Outdoor Sword Lords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Barony effects, Community 6, Loyalty 6, Military 3. So he's good at community. Got some new events. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. Okay, we might lower the difficulty. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people. But be certain that certain state business will demand your personal attention, as will the visits of important guests. Such reports you can always check during your plans. According to the ancient traditions of Bravoy, most of the river kingdoms, rulers address affairs of state and visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice for you is to maintain this and visit your capital when needed. The first thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people. Okay. Your clerics, Jihad and Tristan, were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further, and I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. I think he just said live long and prosper. Jihad. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I am confident that you will be able to bring to order these troubled lands. Though, to be honest, this isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I, a great deal of what happened at the Temple of Elk. It doesn't make any sense to us, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work, and it corrupted the very essence of the sacred place, leaving it with putrescence? Ugh, I'm disgusted with whoever could do this. He exhales loudly, catching his breath, and now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe that the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital, rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence, the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? There's a bald hilltop not far from here to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life, and the locals believe rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times, and there's no longer any trace of such rituals. But the air around the hilltop is heavy, to the point of stifling. The place is rotting wood, rotting wound, closed but not healed. This wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan finds something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I will go there as soon as I'm able. I'll be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything there at present. I agree. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren and filled with the dense atmosphere of any. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we will predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about a month. That's when we should visit the bald hilltop and resolve this issue. Okay, so we have 1 month. For now, we can only wait and prepare. Alright. Barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. Population, loyalty, military, economy, divine, relations, stability, magic, culture, and espionage. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease. Okay, every 20 levels, stat will increase. Got it. Governing your barony will cover 1 advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the Stolen Land citizens. Okay. What do we want to call this place? Click the capital icon to open the map. The settlement map. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's call ourselves the Paragonia. About the Borderlands. The name of the barony cannot be changed later in the game. What did we call ourselves? The sort of like the Borderlands. Boy. Call ourselves Neverwinter. Paragonia. Paragonia. So do we go with Paragonia, or do we go with just Borderlands? The Borderlands. Because this settlement will be the keep on the Borderlands. Yeah, we're going to call it the Borderlands. Click on your capital icon to open the settlement. Okay, capital icon. Still, okay, he's got 0. Nothing is built yet. Okay. You may construct building. Oh my gosh, really? What? This is like some sort of simulation sim game suddenly. You may construct buildings to increase your barony's stats. Each building has a cost in BP. I guess we'll call that building points. Okay. They provide special bonuses when you meet certain conditions. Most commonly, when 2 buildings must be close to each other. Make sure to use this feature for your full benefit. Some buildings may be only placed in designated spots, like a pier must be built on water and a mill must be built with no other buildings around it. Okay, demolish buildings in order to recover half of the resources. If you want to move a building, you'll have to demolish the old one and then construct the new one in the desired part for half the part. Okay, so you can move it for free just to spend the time. Okay, so this is kind of like a city or a civilization here. They clearly want me to build, I don't know why some are blue. Oh, I see. These have required locations. Warehouses and workshops, docking ships. Next, the lumberyard. Can't upgrade to a marina, requires a town. Okay, so it seems like having a pier. Good. 450 BP. Well, let's put a longhouse in the middle. That makes sense. And we'll put a pier and a wooden wall. And before we do anything else, we're going to save. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's save this. Actually, let's see if we can go to an autosave. Nope. Okay, so we'll hard save this here. I should have done a hard save. First buildings. First. Okay, well. I'm afraid that if I spend too much money on stuff that okay, that affects the windmill. Stability when located in a settlement with a tavern. Okay, so a tavern just has to exist somewhere. When adjacent to a longhouse, well, longhouse has got 4 adjacent spots. Unless the corners count. Okay, so if we put a barracks there, is there anything that benefits from a barracks? Adjacent to a tavern. Okay, so you want the shop next to a tavern. And you want your tavern next to a barracks. So tavern. So if we put a barracks here, then we could have a tavern here. And a barracks here. I wonder if corner spots count as adjacent. Let's go to the internet and find out. Pathfinder Kingmaker Kingdoms are diagonal spots adjacent. Adjacent hex bonus for city building. Village grid building. What does adjacent mean? Here's 3. Okay, well. These are all old. Diagonals don't count. Diagonals don't count. See, that video in Ko's playthrough, it said that somebody said that the adjacent ones or diagonals did count. Okay, well. There's a lot of buildings. Holy cow. Hmm. Now, this person wrote a guide on Steam that has like pictures and diagrams and all sorts of stuff. But let's go to the top and see if it actually tells me anything about. Okay. I get a bulletin board. Seems. Why don't I have a bulletin board? Seems weird that I don't have a bulletin board. Maybe I'm not lawful enough or chaotic enough. Maybe my alignment's weird. Okay, well, I like this layout. When was this guide written? I kind of want to just see if, I guess the way we can check to see if diagonal works is just to place one, because in this guide they've got a barracks on like one side and a tavern, like a barracks here and a tavern here, and then a like barracks, tavern, shop. This +1 relations when adjacent to a longhouse, +1 espionage when adjacent to a barracks. +1 relations? Yeah. Well, I might need to move things around a bit, but I'm thinking if diagonals are not adjacent, which makes sense, then we definitely want to, I think I'd want to put a barracks here. Get it next to a longhouse. Get it +1 stability. Oh, so I can choose to have it adjacent to the longhouse or adjacent to the barracks. Sure how important espionage is. I'm assuming very important. But then I can't get the other bonus. Yeah. The shop needs to be adjacent to the tavern. I think I can go around the corner. I put barracks, tavern, shop. Oh, but the shop doesn't need to be next to the longhouse, but other things probably do. I like this layout. The barracks and then yeah, or definitely want put the barracks there. Hmm. All right, so let's put tavern here. Tavern. Shop. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a shrine somewhere. Okay, shrine, monument. Shrine, monument, and herbalist house. Shrine, monument, herbalist house. Monument is definitely last on the list. Brewery. Shrine, monument, herbalist house is right there. That's 3. And then we probably want a smithy. Yeah, let's start with that stuff. What does the windmill do? Alright, let's be done with that. Oh, we're neutral good. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some lawful stuff. Use advisors tab, okay. Ooh. High Priest. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the Regions tab on the right side of the screen and select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your Baron's stats and found settlements in new lands. You meet conditions, find an unoccupied advisor, you can take charge of the claim, and as soon as you start the kingdom project to claim a region, time takes. We have no treasure candidates. General. So how do I change my change alignment, change barony alignment? The Baron's alignment might change with time. When you receive an informational event that your barony becomes known across Galarian, Baron alignment synchronizes with the alignment of its ruler. At the time, a quest for cooperation with other countries appears. Oh well. I guess I'm going with the neutrals. Seems like pretty much what I did. Okay. Counselor deals with troubles with the common folk and helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. That seemed perfect for him. Wow, neither one of them is any good for this. To go look at their alignments and see. Well, I like that. $60. It's probably cost 100. Claiming costs 150. Do that. Okay, we'll do that. We don't have any advisors for that. Okay, so I think we've done everything we can do here. I really want to change the name of my town. Ah, Tuskdale. Clarksburg. Upsburg. Nah, I like Clarksburg. Clarksburg. We call this Sanctuary. Yeah, we'll do Sanctuary. Okay. I think we're done with all that.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Are you enjoying your duties?
Everything is all well, Your Grace. I just keep forgetting what a mess it is in the stolen lands, and how troubled are the minds of its people. Sometimes I must listen to such nonsense from my visitors. Erastil, forgive them.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
If I were to offer you a public position, what job would you like to do?
I believe I can manage to uphold the law. Being a warden would suit me well.
I'd like to know more about you. Happy to serve, Your Grace. Tell me of your origins. I grew up alone on the streets of Restov. I know nothing of my parents. It is more likely that my mother just wanted to be rid of me. Probably left me somewhere in an alley as a baby. I don't feel I have a right to blame her. Lady Jamandi Aldori herself brought me into the family. She picked me up off the streets when I was about 14. I was fighting some lord's guardmen. Their master had expressed his wish in a most inappropriate manner to acquaint me with his female wolfhound in the hopes of producing offspring. I was what would be politely called a disadvantage when I saw a flashing beam of light reflect off a lone sword. What happened next was too fast for me to follow, but all three of my torturers fell to the ground, and a single woman standing above them. She turned to the Lord and coldly asked him, "And just what it is you're doing here?" I had never seen a Rostovic noble so afraid, but he was almost reverent, and this lord was a close companion of the mayor At the time, I had no idea who this woman was, but I couldn't keep myself from rushing after her, well, hobbling really, and pleading with her, "Teach me. Please, teach me." "What's it like for you living among humans?" "It isn't easy, Your Grace. I was born and raised in Restov, and I don't know a single word about orc. I devoted my life to providing myself a worthy to bear the name Aldori. But to most people, I'm still a half-orc first and foremost. Anything else is secondary." Oh, that's too bad. I need to discuss politics. The Sartovas and Eldari are of different nature. They're water and stone, snake and eagle. Yeah, we've got all this. Notorious squabbler and duelist at the time, he wasn't as skillful as he thought. After losing a fight against a local gang leader, the Baron was the one who issued the challenge. He went into exile to hide his shame. But that was just the beginning. No one knows where Syrian wandered to, but a few years later he returned to Rosslyn a changed man, and he challenged the same gang leader to a duel and bested him handily. The Baron then declared an open challenge. Anyone who would defeat him would be rewarded handsomely. After that, not a month would pass without Syrian seeing another challenger. Renowned fighters and experienced warriors came and went, but none, not a single one, could best the Baron. In those years, Syrian took on his new name, Aldori, but many people prefer to just call him the Sword Baron. The very same. His heirs inherited the secrets of his dueling style along with the name Aldori. Ever since, the name has been passed down from master to student, along with the title Sword Lord. The Aldori are simultaneously a family and an alliance. Sword Lords usually teach their own children, but many of us were brought in from outside the family. Occasionally you can find a half-orc fosterling or two. Alright, we've already done that. How do you like being general? Thank you, that's all I needed. What's over here? What is this? There's my stash. Okay. There's a door.
I'll go ahead.
Where's that go? Oh, it goes to the bed. And what is this? A flail. There we go. Okay, so who do we have and what alignments are there? Neutral good, chaotic good, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, lawful neutral. We have a lot of chaotic people in our group. Where's my dwarf? Here he is. Oh, I got a new thing for you, dude. Yeah, there you go. I don't think we need rest. We're all good there.
All according to plan.
How may I serve you, Your Grace? Fair enough. My father was... Don't imagine that I asked...
I know the way.
I read that already. Alright, we're gonna stop talking, and then we're gonna hit save, and then I'm gonna ask her, I'm gonna say this. I sincerely hope your words carry nothing more than mere politeness. For the moment, yes. I'm not going to stalk you like your admirers, but I wanted you to know that I noticed you. That's alright. Wait. What happened? Where'd they go? Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to her later.
Follow my lead.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
How may I serve you, your grace?
Okay, so nobody's got anything else. Wait, who's this guy? Very old one. His face is wrinkled and his beard is as white as snow. The old man stares at you with unseeing eyes. He seems consumed in his thoughts. He mutters, a soft melody swaying back and forth slightly to its rhythm. Oh, who is that there? Is that you, your grace? Who are you? I'm an elf from Keonan. My name is not important. I am the storyteller, a collector of stories. I collect unknown legends of ancient times. Quite a treasure you have there. The man smiles, but does not seem to be directed towards you. A long time ago I was a smith in Keonan. The fire of the forge has burnt out my eyes. But I am grateful for it. If I could see, I would yet forge suits of armor for Adera's guards. Instead, I have stepped on the path of an adventurer and a gatherer of ancient legends. The old man ponders silently for a moment. Many peoples are long dead. Their homes crumbled to dust, and their bodies turned to ash. Only legends can still tell us of their triumphs and their defeats, their joys and their fears. I would be so interested to hear the stories told about us after their demise. I've always been drawn to the stolen lands where countless expeditions, armies, and even kingdoms have met their untimely ends. When I learned of a new barony being founded in the heart of these lands, I knew I had to become part of its story, so I made my journey here. Are you really an elf? Do other elves age like you have? A common question. Despite my unusual looks, I am an elf. An old one, yes. Perhaps older than any other elf of Keonan. However, I doubt my age alone is responsible for my appearance. I keep the stories of many peoples and races, some forever gone from the face of Glorian. But they live on in my memory and my heart. When I accept a new story, I lock it within myself, bearing the weight of its words and emotions they evoke. I sometimes think I probably should have died long ago, but some incomprehensible force is keeping me alive, granting me the ability to continue my quest to gather stories. Be it divine power or fell curse, I'm grateful either way. It's not so hard to recognize a ruler by the way she walks. No one in here steps as confidently as you, my grace. Alright, would you care to trade stories with me? I am a collector, not a trader. If I share a story with you, you receive the power to pass it further, changing or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you will keep my stories intact in their absolute purity? He ponders for several moments. No, I do not think so, at least not yet. These legends are the most precious valuables in the world, the last remnants of ancient tribes. They are beacons illuminating the way to the past and allowing us to meet generations long gone. I cannot let their light fade. The path to the past must not be lost. He thinks a moment, then continues. But I can offer you a deal, your grace. If on your journey you discover items that come from past eras, bring them to me. And if my eyes can see the stories of the relics old, I'll gladly share them with you. When Coral the Conqueror mastered the lands of Rosslyn, having claimed it for Bavoy, he prohibited the issuance of such coins, but ordinary folk and the Aldori sword lords were required to use new coins, decorated with Coral's profile. Interesting. Well, now I know what I'm doing. We're going to run back over here to our chest. And we're going to grab all those coins. Just see if I can turn all this stuff into him. I found shards of an ancient artifact. Can you restore it me at the anvil? May I? Scorched piece of metal is part of a curious artifact known as the Necklace of Double Crosses. Inside, I sense a story of many deeds, not heroic, but low and maleficent. If you find all 7 of the fragments, I will be able to restore the artifact and recount its inglorious story. 7. Okay. Brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? Let's see, it gave me 2,600 gold coins. I hear the voices of the trees versus a dryad mark. Is it not happy to purchase it from you? Soldiers and last banners. Okay. This tag belonged to one of the many warriors to help establish the glory of the Taldan Empire. Would you permit me? I would gladly purchase it from you. Excellent. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
So we need 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have to figure out where those are. Okay, great. Save game. Leaving my new home. First, you Octavia.
And that idiot hid the lockpicks in the most clever way he could think of. On a wall, under some barbed wire, charmed with a lightning spell. So, I've wrapped my pants around my hand to avoid getting fried. I've got nothing else. I climb up on the barrel and start groping along the top of the wall, praying to Callistria that the guards don't show up. Imagine how that would look, pants off, perched up on a barrel.
Oh, Reg, it's so funny when you tell it, but we almost got killed that time.
But we didn't. We survived. We got out of there, so why not laugh now, huh?
Exactly. You're so sweet. You are both sweet.
It's getting hot in here. I think you'd better get a room.
What about you, Reg? Let's all go together.
No, you birdies have fun without me. I have a date with a bear.
As you wish.
Wow.
Have fun.
I love you. Let's do this more often. While I was a slave, I used to dream of freedom. Now sometimes in my dreams I wake up in a cage, and meeting you and all of our adventures is just a dream.
Cool. All right.
All according to plan.
We're not gonna settle down yet. We're just. Oh wait, Lindsay's here. Okay.
I know the way.
Let's try again. I tried to leave, but Octavia pulled me in.
Hello, my savior.
Go.
You asked if we'd meet again. And here I am. I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind. I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lady, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you. Forgive me, nymphs are not made for cities. The noise and vanity of human settlements vex me. So long.
Okay. Guess we need to make some. Let's start by going. First, let's go this way. So we're just going to cycle through the town. Who are these? Island, you see a stout man suited in war armor. Island, your grace, Captain City Guard. Delilah, assistant to the captain, happy to serve you. Okay. You know that dwarven author Baldric Zebras? Garlic Tuners? The name escapes me. My boneheads just read his books about guard duty. I'll teach a lesson or two. I've been guard all my life. I was raised as a snot-nosed runt in the night watch. Rest office. Famous for its fencing school. Young people from all the river kingdoms come to study there. Okay. Okay. Valerie. We're just gonna work our way around. Try to talk to everybody. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Let's go in this house. Citizen, I'm here to collect taxes. Excuse me. Oh, there's a dog. Guard. What is this? What does this mean? What is this?
Attire.
Yes, I just went into the... Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I was bored. Found at my father's farm. Okay. The beer mug in. Show me the treats. Okay, so we're gonna buy some more of these because I don't want to be without those again. Oh, I need to see what recipes I have. So I guess these are just trading things. Get rid of all that. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so how can I find out what... So we need to get over to the lawful good side. How will we find out what recipes we have? Oh well. What's my inventory at? 23,000.
In due time.
But I'm here to collect taxes, that's all.
I know the way.
Wait, why can't I go through here? Wait, what? Weird. Oh, all sorts of goodies in here. Gosh, this game is huge. Okay.
It is finished.
Oh, Jethel. I would like to hear your story. Stories are boring and a waste of time. I've killed, I was exiled from Koyin, I died, and I was raised by Orgatho's gift. That is my story. Who were you before your exile? It's rather amusing. I belonged to a wealthy family, and held a high position in the courts of Adara, the capital of Koyin. When my little wrongdoings were revealed, the trial was held in this very same court where I tried cases and delivered sentences over 100 years. It's an awkward situation, don't you think? Who did you kill and why? Family. 4. Her voice is calm and ordinary, as if she's speaking something trivial. But the why is a more interesting question. For what it's worth, what is the worth of 1,000 years if you cannot enjoy it like your first 10 dozen springs? The elf's voice sounds unusually vehement. Everyone considers elves ever young, but our youthfulness is but a mask, a threadbare ritual gown. What lies underneath? The dust of years, the jaded repetition. With each year, the dust grows thicker, and erstwhile joys cease to excite and cloy, as a dish you've tasted 1,000 times. Long did I search a way to avert this fate. Don't I, who has truly tasted life, deserve a better lot than those benumbed old elves who close themselves off to the world? And I found a way in the ancient text of Orgathoa. A ritual involving the blood of my kin, a trifle that would make each day feel as a holiday, created especially for me. The ritual gave me strength, not only to my body, but to my mind and my soul, and my mind whirled at every sensation, each sip of wine or silken caress. Oh, how I miss this. My cousin was the first I used for the ritual. It was a simple matter to pass her death as an unfortunate accident, but the enchantment would not last. I had to find another, and again conceal my trail. With the third death, my family grew suspicious, and upon the fourth, my deeds were finally revealed. Such a pity. If not for this, my own life, even now, would overflow with burning pleasure, for I have dozens of useless relatives. Do I want to push her away? Surprise. I don't remember my death. I was stunned by the sentence of exile, and I admit I showed weakness. I wandered aimless, absorbed in despair, without concern for my safety or sustenance. And then I remember the desolate rocks, a stone I lay upon, a convulsion passing not only through my whole body, but through my soul. Then I awakened, cold and calm, my body overwhelmed with strength, but haunted by a strange internal silence. Where the bloody prints of boned feet on the stone next to me, the signs of the goddess. A battle scythe lay nearby. That was the first and last time I heard Argothoa's voice. She spoke but 3 words. Hail the Inquisitor. That is all. She neither addressed me nor answered my pleas ever since. Okay. What's it like to be undead? Surely you know how to ask questions. She says nothing. 2 desires led me through life. To feel pleasure time and time again and to achieve perfection. Unlife brought me closer to the second. I am changeless, torn from time. The chaos of the world, even the soul's circle, have no power over me. But everything comes with a price. Most things that brought me pleasure in life are meaningless to me now. How can I decide which is better? There's no purpose in life. There's no purpose in living life only for yourself. It makes life and unlife equally senseless. How do healing spells, prayers, potions affect you? I am not going to be romancing her. Because Glorian is plagued by narrow-minded cowards, some tremble at the freedom granted by. Others fear the wrath of Pharasma and her priests. He bothers me no more than any overzealous fool. He's tried so dearly to redeem me with his faith. I know few sweet ways to redeem him with mine. Inquisitor is by nature the most zealous defender of their faith, in the hand of the goddess in mundane affairs. When I received this title and power, I expected Urgotha to tell me my mission, but this never happened. The goddess remains silent. There's one reasonable explanation to I can imagine. Discovering what is expected of me is part of my mission. So I reflect on this. Wait for a sign. Okay. I imagine that several Koano assassins still pursue me. They risked attacking me while I was under the patronage of Aldori, and they're unlikely to attack while I have reliable allies like you. They can't be sent by the Queen. I am branded an outlaw, but my punishment was exile. It is not custom for elves to contravene their own verdicts. My attackers shouted something about threat and blood. I suppose they are a splinter group of feeble-minded zealots or someone on a quest for personal revenge. Okay. So now she's in the group. We'll have to go get her a weapon. Armor. Somebody else. Another mouth to feed. Hey, do you guys have any books here that I can read? Oh, they do. battle in the fire by Luxus Aldori. Coral would never take Rosalind, never. Aldori sprang to his feet and the raven circled above for him, their fists and dragons. Oof.
I'll go ahead.
They can keep their hide armor. I'll allow you to keep that, citizen.
Interesting.
Urban ranks. Look, we're confiscating
A
these
trivial
materials.
matter. All according to plan.
Come on, Quant.
It is finished.
Okay. Oop. Game is so big.
Follow my lead.
Okay, let's leave. Oh my gosh. How neat. Let's go to the main square. That's where I think we were. It's taking a long time to load.
I tire. I know the way.
KSI. What? Casey? Or Cassie? Cassie. I like that sounding better. Casey's easier to say. Casey, your tiefling friend, emerges from the shadows, but her eyes are staring off into the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. The turmoil is over, but you see fear in Casey's eyes. Her blue eyes. It is you. I wanted to say What just happened? Surely that is not regular travel between the planes. The girl crutches her eyes and clenches her fists, obviously in a grip of strong emotion, but one you cannot read. I knew it couldn't last forever. Why did he make this rule, even if he knew it would be impossible to keep? She takes a deep breath and opens her eyes and speaks with firm resolve. Come what may, you should know, Citra, that the person you know by the name of Casey does not exist. My real name is Kalike. And, well, it's a long story, and such stories are better told beside the welcoming fire. Would you hear me out? Sure. Kalike. The girl rests her head on her arm and stares off into the distance, lost in some memory. Stories by the fire. In the desert where I was born, my fondest memory. The day is done. Hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals, all gathered by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. And all they did, all they witnessed, and all they had heard from other travelers, whispered and carried by the desert wind. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of the light and warmth. We are hellspawn, you see, tieflings, an unwelcome guest at Kedari, unblessed by the light of the merciful Serenary. Sarenrae? Wow, I have to listen to how they say it again. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging for food here and there like orphans, but all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left to set off and find happiness in the cities, and we left everyone behind and sighed relief. My sister and I, we are twins, but different as the sun and the moon. Her name is Canra, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, but one that turns everything into ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to tired travelers and to nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. The girl's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to the divine Nethys. And by his mercy, we now live in turns. While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you witnessed. This is why you didn't remember me when we were talking to Jamandi Aldori. How could I remember you? We had never met. I had never met you at the time. It was Canra. She was the one who talked with you at the reception and helped fight off the assassins. We usually write each other notes, recounting in detail all that happened and describing the friends that Casey has made. At that time, we were switched right in the middle of the mansion, engulfed in fire and filled with assassins. Canra didn't have time to write any notes. This story, one I've never told anyone before, no one in the whole world. Okay, great. Just for some reason, she's decided to confide in me. Canra was killed by a soul eater, a monster. Secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight. But the beast was too strong for my sister, and I wasn't there to protect her. Aliki catches her breath. We had just had a fight. We both did some stupid things before. I just don't want to talk about that now. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power, if only to get her back. And I found such power. I was contracted by the Archothidian, the herald of the god Nithis himself. She promised me she would return Canra to life on two conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement secret, and second, we must never meet again. Now we flee over the world guarding our secret, okay? And you can't control this secret? Witches? No, they happen random, and sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place long. Some of it, this is the switch. We usually tell them tales of magical wave. What can you do? What can I do to help? Ancient treasure we've been looking for may contain an ancient relic. Okay. Let's get the eclipse. One of the Talons in the 5th Army exploration Talon Kedari, where enemies for long ages, thousands of years ago, soldier broke into the temple of Nethys and stole the relic to sell secretly. Blah blah blah. We call the place Starflow. Cool. Okay, so we'll help her out. Okay, so we've been to those places.
This is not possible.
Let's try this. Oh man. Okay, so load game. Please tell me that this is... I remember seeing it saving with...
Follow me.
Go over here and talk to Casey again. Yes, we'll talk. Continue. Okay.
I tire.
Hey, get him on!
Ooh. I might not be able to. I may not be able to pick it.
This is not possible.
Okay, yeah, that's not going to be possible. It literally is not possible. Yeah, because if I needed a 29, I'd have to roll a 19.
Follow my lead. I know the way.
Yeah, I read all this before. Oh yeah. Oh. And I didn't mean to do that.
Tire. I know the way.
Oh, let's go get Jathal's gear. Oh, okay. That's chainmail versus chain. Okay.
Follow my lead.
And a busy day. Hey, how you doing? Hey there, guys. Strength Slayer using Viva. I am not the person to ask, I'll tell you that. I'm still bumbling around in here. This is my first time into the game, so I'm still trying to figure out all the intricacies. Or any intricacies. And I've spent this whole time wandering around talking to people, not doing anything very exciting. Oh man, I can't believe I was not expecting there to be any of this stuff. Like placing buildings. They opened up like a city builder all of a sudden. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a priestess. Let's talk to her. She's just gonna die. Okay, so I think we've talked to everybody in town now except for these people. Looks like we have 4 people we need to talk to. I haven't spoken with yet. Let's start with this one. Arsinoe. A woman. The color of her eyes, molten gold and shining. Greetings, noble ruler of these lands. My name is Arsinoe. Or Arsenio? Arsenio? Arsinoe? Arsinoe? I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar and Absalom. That's a lot of words. Abadar's the god of cities, laws, merchants. Okay. Absalom, more than 4,000 years ago, Absalom is the center of the world, metropolis size, showcase the greatest treasures of all of Galarian. Slayers. Here, I'll talk to her in a second. Let's see if we can leave and let's just look. Oh, I can't actually look at. Let's see, like, I took a couple dips into fighter for Amory just to get building up to get overhand chop. And when you switch back, I mean, all the feats I get there keep going for the rest of the game, so. And you only get the extra feats, the extra fighter feats, you only get those when you're leveling up that class. So if you're multi-classing, you'll get those feats as you at these marks. You switch back to the other class, you're going to get the things at those levels instead. And then in the case of like you can see here, she's got 3 different classes, but 2 of those classes count as caster levels for wizard. So between the 2 classes, she's got a caster level 4 when calculating her spells. Okay, what do we have here? Tell me about Abadar. Well, I definitely want to be in favor of Abadar. If Aristel favors old customs and small settlements and simple trades like hunting, then Abadar patronizes development, complex trades, the order of entrepreneurship. Well, we definitely want some him around. You're an Asmir, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, she is an Asmir. I am just drawing in all the extra planers. How did you come to be in my barony? It's a long story, not a terribly exciting one. I was born and raised in Absalom, but I saw little point to staying there. What's the purpose of promoting the faith of Abadar in a city that already so large and well developed? No, I was drawn to the backwater places where civilization was just beginning to emerge. It gives me such joy to see the first stones of a new settlement being laid, and the wilderness that once harbored monsters and criminals become a safe, cozy home for people. Oh, I like her. If you're so eager to help the citizens, why do you charge for your services? No, we're not going to do it. I could use the help of a cleric. That is precisely why I'm here. Okay. So she's going to be the person I talk to buy scrolls now, I guess. Okay, that's good.
I'll go ahead.
So who else do we have to talk to? That was her. So Bertle? You look a little unusual for a dwarf. That seems kind of rude to say. Tell me about yourself. What is there to tell, my grace? I am a blacksmith. My father was a blacksmith, my grandfather was a blacksmith, and his grandfather too. Besides, every one of them was remarkably fertile, so I have plenty of cousins, second cousins, third cousins, all of them blacksmiths too. Pretty much all the weapons in Miavin were forged by someone in our family. That is why I moved away from the old home grounds. My skills are more useful here for sure. What are you reading? Rare different things. It was nice to take a rest with a good book. Just now it was Valor and Armor, 10 Adventures of Splendid Willis Gunderson in Absalom. Oh, jeez. Let me see your goods. Okay, let's do price ascending. Okay, so he's got pretty much Ooh, cold iron longsword. Mithril full plate. What the difference is between mithril? Info. Mithril is a very rare, silvery, glistening metal that is lighter than steel but hard when worked in steel. Okay. Spell failure chances for armors and shields made from mithril are decreased by 10%. Maximum dexterity bonus increased by 2. Armor check penalties are decreased by 3. Wow, okay. That's half my money. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Cold iron longsword's not bad though. Octavia's got a short bow and a rapier. Here we go. Yes, I want more glaives. Give me another glaive. Great sword. This thing is so ridiculous. I'm gonna have to figure out a specialization for her. She's still just using just Masterworks. I do like the glaive because of the reach. Man, the armor check penalty on that is amazing. Plus, and 3 dexterity. Yeah, that's great. Holy cow. Okay. Well, we'll have something to save for. This guy's got a bunch of fruit. Is he a dark-skinned, wiry man with a leather-beaten face and a happy smile on his face? He is dressed luxuriously, and his dark hair and neat mustache are exquisitely coiffed. Alright. The man bows to you, spreading his arms a little. Asuf from Absalon is happy to welcome you, your grace. Come take a look at the best wares we are traveling merchants have to offer. Please, come take a look. Tell me about yourself. My pleasure, your grace. He smooths his mustache and commences his story with an air of importance, speaking in a sonorous voice and gesturing wildly. Asof's family is not rich as he. As many in Absalom, he had to start at the very bottom. As a child, while his peers chased pigeons and stole apples on the market, he worked at a tannery. Oh, I can still smell the disgusting stench. The man pulls out a heavily perfumed handkerchief and waves it in the air. Well, the young apprentice worked hard, saved every coin, and soon managed to purchase that tannery from his former master. And then soon enough he had enough money to open his own trading agency. After 10 years, countless deals, and many tours in his caravan, Asulf is one of the most successful merchants in Absalom, thus writing his name indelibly into the history of the great city. How? He looks at you with pleasure. But how was it? I'm looking for a writer so I can dictate my memoirs. I think many would find it interesting and useful. Why did you leave it? This is a long story, and I don't think your grace would be interested. Oh. Now, tell me why you left. I insist. He groans theatrically. Well, as you wished, your grace. It was about a woman. When I was young, I fell in love with the daughter of a judge, an important person in Absalom. For many years, I tried to win her heart, but she was cold as stone. I should have given up. But this is not in my character. In the end, I did manage to win her love, but I was unready for it. Oh boy. As Abadar is my witness, the flames of hell burn inside this woman. I could not live with her for even 6 months. Tenderness and passion one day, screaming and scandal the next. Sometimes she would break into my office during business meetings to make a jealous scene, and sometimes pull me by my collar from the finest taverns in town. I couldn't sleep. I was nervous all the time. It started to affect my business. I realized there was nothing else to do but to run. Leaving her and remaining in the city would be impossible, even in a city as Absalom. I decided never to return. And I still fear that wildcat of a woman will follow my trail. He stops talking and stares into space without blinking. Although sometimes, after a couple of jars of wine, I still remember her. Perhaps it was I who unleashed this tornado on her. If I had somehow behaved differently. What's your secret of your success? There is no secret. Perseverance, strength of character, attention to detail, gift of persuasion, and charm. Among these, many other things are the key to success of my profession. Alright, let's see what you've got. Price. Let's go to the most expensive thing. Holy cow, this bag of holding is expensive. What? It basically comes with a feat. Wow. Guess that's why it's 15,000. None of that stuff is where is. Ooh. Now that is currently using. Man, she basically can't do anything with that. Luck bonus. Dueling sword, flaming bastard sword. I'm wondering what the requirements are for, like, what's the downside to using a bastard sword? I mean, I have to spend a... Here, let's go look at her class. Okay, so I got toughness. She gets that. I mean, these are before I got her. Dodge. Dazzling display is what I got. And outflank. And then she came with weapon proficiency, bastard sword. And at level 2... weapon focus bastard sword, so I should just double down on it. Maybe there just aren't very many good bastard swords. But I'm thinking of buying this flaming bastard sword and that flame guard shield. And that thing's got 9 armor class. Or 5 armor class, sorry. It's 2 more than this. It's got fire resistance. That'd be 16. That'd be half my money. More than half my money. Jeez. But look at that damage. The damage is significantly better. Wow. Okay, so we'll think about that. Meanwhile, let's go back to me. I'm wearing a bombardier's vest, which is pretty great. Trap Springer's gloves. Oh, I don't think any of us have gloves. That seems awesome. 4,000. The wearer of this headband has the ability to channel positive energy. It increases the amount of damage this ability does to undead creatures or heals living creatures. It basically adds a 1d6. Wow. Wow, that's pretty good. Lesser gloves of dueling. If the wearer, okay, we don't have any of those. Let's see, do we have any? Full plate +1. Okay, but didn't that other guy have that full mithril plate? Yeah, because I think she's already wearing full plate +1. Yeah. Wand of Fireball. Well, hello. That's going to be dangerous, but man, yeah, and they're going to run out. Wands are not something I really want to spend my money on, unless I need to. Now I will spend money on... we can't learn this yet, but let's check our inventory. Let's see if we have Scroll of Haste. We have Expedition Street. Yeah, we don't have Fireball or that, so let's buy those. I mean, it's not that much money. And then when she hits level 6, she can just immediately learn them, I guess. Just grab one of them. Oop. Okay, yeah, we'll just get those. Now, when she hits level 6, she'll be able to just learn those. We should grab a couple of these. Just in case. Cloak of Shadows. All stealth checks and immunity to blindness and dazzling. Immunity. 6. This gives +2 bonus on attack rolls and +4 damage against animals and magical beasts. It's only for those where the natural armor gives me everything. So unless I know that we're going to fight something... Okay, we don't have a kinetic assist. Oh, build points. You can just buy build points. And I still don't know about where to get a rope. I gotta buy some rope. Buying build points is recommended. Kind of expensive. Here we'll buy, oh gosh, why is this thing, why can't I use my arrow keys to increment this by 1? Okay, so great. It's ever so slightly. Oh my gosh, 57. Okay, fine, we'll just do it like this. 1. Move. There. We'll just do that. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on buying any of this gear. Because this... I want this really bad. And I want this sword. But... we still have to talk to this person and see what they have before we go spending that kind of money. Tiefling girl looks as though she's made of springs. She nods her head and snaps her fingers and taps her feet to an inner whirling song. I can see it, whirling song. Your Grace, you're welcome. What do you want? Scrolls, I got them. You won't regret it. Who are you? Larcy the Letter Gobbler, at your service. Best spells, charms, jinxes, hexes, and the best for the baronesses across all the river kingdoms. Buy it all. Don't be stingy. You won't regret it. Where do you come from? Family business. I got siblings all across Bedev. Every creative sibling. Oh, okay. Show me your wares. Oh, look at all these scrolls. This is pretty awesome. Well, I definitely think we'll buy one of these. And let's buy some glitter dust. Level 1. Already got a plan. Displacement. The subject of this spell appears to be 2 feet away from its true location. The creature has benefits from 50% miss chances if it had total concealment. We'll buy one of those. Oh, money isn't a big issue later. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, man, I like Bone Shaker. Okay, here we go. We'll buy these. Man, she is gonna, as soon as she hits level 6. See, how close are we? Like, we're a good ways away. Okay, I think that's everybody.
Follow me.
It'll be hard. Let's do a hard save. Save game. Heading out into New Barony. Alright, let's leave Sanctuary and head out. Go see the rest of the Borderlands. Yeah, that's all good. Let's go. Trolls can be killed with fire or acid. Usually. I like the usually. Okay, now I had some notes. I missed something, and I forgot to go back and pick it up. Trail in the woods. Trying to remember where trail in the wood, trail in the hills. There we go. I think that was it. I think it's here. So I wonder how much of this is mine. Okay, and we've got these things we found. I wonder what I need to do to get these. And we don't need to go there yet. Man, I wish I could zoom out some more. Okay, so this is where our tiefling friend wants us to go. That's a long ways out that way. Holy smokes. How many days is that going to take to get to? It will take some time. Right. Where is the place? Okay, well, I have something that I need to go pick up here. So let's go this way and see what we can do about this. Because, I mean, loyalty +1 seems like we should want that. Okay, yeah, let's claim it. Okay. Like 5 points there.
I need to catch my breath.
I just need to catch my breath. She always needs to catch her breath. Okay, good. So just what I did there. That's good. Okay, see, I came over here and I walked this way and we spotted something, but part of my party was up there and I didn't come get it. Aha! Okay, so now I'm only missing, I need one more of those. I'll probably have to go to the internet to find out where I'm missing it. Okay, I did the rest of the stuff here already. So we can cross this off my list of things to do. Okay, so wait, where was... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wish I could access this map when I was inside of a zone. That'd be awesome. Okay, so where's journal? What is this? Nymph adjusted the Baroness. There was verdant chambers inside the old sycamore. Is that where I'm supposed to go? I need to find Amari, another monster. Yeah, we're working on all that. Ancient curse, we gotta deal with that in a month. And we need a treasure. I don't have a treasure. Okay, so... yeah, let's... gotta find where that is on my map. Okay, so there's that. She didn't mark it. But there were... There's a verdant chamber in there.
May we have a moment of respite?
Oh, yes, we forgot to rest. Now I've got 2 of them complaining. Let's get over here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
You fight good, but you're boring. A block, a lunge, all with a shield in your hand. Where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in
Just
that?
imagine, hit one in the ear.
If it weren't for my shield, the whole party would spend all we have on healing potions. You like cracking skulls, and I'm perfectly
Yeah,
content
Amory
with
should
that.
be one to talk. We're constantly
Definitely
healing her.
watch your back. It'll be a lot.
Okay, let's see. How do we do? Oh, pff. Oh, I was going to check to see about... Okay, next rest. We need to check our recipes. Yeah, I can't believe that's the thing I have to do. How do I get to this coal mine?
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, let's...
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Can't I go there? Okay, so do I have to go around? Alright, now we're really tired again. What's that? Barnhold.
Tell me, if you met a dying technically henchman, would you heal him?
Yes. Now don't frown. You asked me a question and that's my answer. Then I'd turn him to the light, or deliver him to the authorities for a trial. Or maybe he'd attack me, and I'd have to kill him myself. But I would never walk past a dying man indifferently.
Good job, Tristan. Oh my gosh, we're everything. Oh, and I forgot to look at the food again. Jeez, it's so bad. Talon Peak. Okay, what is this? Why does this have... Oh, okay. I guess we're out of our borders. Yeah, we want to enter this location. We'll save Arbor Rock. Val is so slow. Let's do that.
In due time.
In due time.
I'll go.
Okay, there's got to be something coming up here.
Unseen.
Ah, here we go. A cave, okay.
I know the way.
Well, if we're going into a cave, let's go to this formation. Alright, quick save.
Their sight betrays them.
We got here earth elementals.
I know what to do.
Alright, let's start the process.
Adventures call to them.
How may I help?
Neutral.
I am prepared.
They wrote it like I saw it.
Oh. That looks bad. Okay.
This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
I still don't understand how charge is supposed to work. Half the time I can't charge.
Here. Well.
Okay. Citra is going to do Bomber's Eye. Do that. Let's move up here. Prayer. She's going to do a song up. Ooh, this does not look good. Okay. I'm gonna guess these earth elementals have some sort of like natural resistances. So we're gonna go ahead and try it and see what we get with fire. And let's see if we can. Okay, will let me do that. Oops, forgot to rage it. How we doing? Okay, did a little bit. That one's almost dead. They're not evil, so that doesn't help me. To inflict wounds. Let's not do that. Let's do... What are they attacking us with? Slam. Okay, so... I should do this. They have bones? Alright, everybody attack that guy.
Should do it.
Christian, time to heal, boy.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Ah! 14's not bad. Nice. And another 6. Sweet. We got a diamond. Wait a minute, not diamond dust, a straight up diamond? Wow, that sells for 1,000.
Tear them apart!
A warhammer. I think we'll put this as her secondary weapon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did it save? Ooh, I thought this cave was going to continue. We were going to be... Okay, that was awesome. Blink.
All according to plan.
Okay, let's do a hard save there. Cleared cave. Barnhold. We want to try to get over here to this. See if we can make it. Oh, slow.
I need to catch my breath.
No, we will rest when we're dead. Okay, we'll claim that. Yeah. This map is huge. Get out of these mountains. I wish I knew where it wanted me to go. Alright, let's see if we can connect the road here. I failed to sneak past them. Now I'm gonna wish that I had.
Help you!
Don't you think?
Repent!
They go down!
May we have a moment of respite?
We're not gonna... Wow, there's a 5. Whoa, there's a bunch of them all of a sudden. Okay. I wish I could throw my bombs.
Spell doesn't work like that.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
Serves you right.
Oh no. I forgot to heal her.
For I am not.
Avenge me!
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Yeah, this is not working out very well.
Avenge me!
We can't hit these guys at all.
Healing fire. I need your breath. Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Bring it!
And I am out of...
Healing fire. I need your breath.
You deserved it.
Oh, Sarenrae, I see your light.
Any last wishes?
Oh, Sarenrae,
My
I
gosh,
see
we're
your
gonna need to
light.
heal bad.
Oh, Sarenrae, I see your light.
Nice, don't you think?
None of that is anything that I want to pick up. That's fantastic. Great.
No mistakes. As you order. Ready for anything. I know the way.
And so they walked on.
Man, that was... I was like, oh, goblins, no big deal.
May we have a moment of respite?
Yeah, we may. I just need to buy flour, eggs, and honey.
So I pick up my clothes this morning and see some pictures embroidered on it. Pine trees, clouds, an owlbear fighting a troll. Spill it out, who did that?
Why am I floating in space?
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Tear them apart!
I need to catch my breath.
I can't keep this up much longer.
This is where I step in.
Dawnflower, grant
I'm
me
writing you
strength.
out of our story.
A calculated risk.
Ray, I see your light. Ray, I see your light.
Let us strike as one.
They go down!
Ray, I see your light.
Serves you
This will
right.
hurt.
This would have been no big deal if I had had health.
I'll go ahead.
All right.
Does
let's see if
anyone
we can
else
actually
want
rest.
tea? It's growing quite chilly this evening.
Oh, thank you, Octavia. This reminds me of our classes at the Academy of Arts. Some teachers would often make tea for students, and others sometimes even opened a bottle.
In due time.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Follow my lead.
Hmm. What does this button do? Alright, well, there's clearly a lot for me to do. And I think that is going to be it for me for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll probably be playing some tomorrow afternoon, but I'll bring the stream up around 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow night again. And Eastern, Central Time, sorry. Man, this game is really great. I really enjoy it. Thanks everybody for coming by. Braddock and Viking. I'll be back tomorrow night and watch me bumble around this place. I still don't even know where I'm actually supposed to be going next. So I think I'm going to go work my way over here tomorrow afternoon. Just kind of figure out where my borders are. Can I connect the roads together? So, night everybody. Thanks.